Hi everyone, it's me Mel from Lethalia's Little Hook with Melanie, and boy am I full of joy today. I am outside, it's 60 degrees with a slight breeze, blue skies, it's just gorgeous. The dogs are not barking, no headache in sight. What more could I ask for? I got happy mail today. Let's not jinx it. So I'm going to show you a few of my whips. Actually, it's a couple. It's not even a few. There are only two. So I'm actually low on the whip scale right now. I mean, I have a ton of them, but I'm only working on a few. And that's really true. I have my things we're making Thursday. You can't see that till Thursday. So, and the other two are, I picked up again my Twisted Pillar Stole by Crystal the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, because let's get this thing done. It's pretty. Let's get it done so it can be used. Not that I use shawls and stoles a lot, but I love to make them and then gift them or, have them there if I want them. So I've been working. I really should put a progress keeper. So let me see if I have just a little regular one, and I'll put it in so I know this is the last place I showed you guys where I was. Make sure we're on the right side. Yeah. And I'll just pop it in here. All right. So we are well into the gray, and let me see if we're getting anywhere near the green. No, we got a bit of the gray left. We're going from the outside in this time. I wanted it to go backwards, and we'll end on the blue. So blue to green to big section of gray, back to green, and doesn't have much blue. Now the problem was I messed up a bit on the blue in the beginning and had to throw some away. So I'm going to have to guesstimate so there's not a bigger section of blue on the other side, or just not care. Probably not going to care. But here, and it rolls, so we're gonna block this, of course. But this is a good section to show you, right here in the middle. And I did this, I believe it has 17 repeats of the pattern throughout the whole thing. I like them to wrap around me, and I'm bigger. But on a cool night, you want it to hug you. And I've messed up here or there, but I learned to pick them up. And I was amazed that if I just picked up the right amount of stitches, it worked itself out in the lace. And it looked right. So now I'm like, I'm cool. I can pick up lace if I mess up. It may not always work, but it worked with this one, so we're good. So that is my Twisted Pillar Stole by Crystal the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, better known as Crystal Walker. If you want that pattern, which is not a bad beginner lace pattern for knitting. If you are a knitter and have not done lace, this is a great beginner lace piece. It's pretty much just slips, stitches, yarn overs. There is one little skip lip thing, but it's well explained, and if you go on YouTube, they will show you how to do it, and then you learn it and you know it then. There are no big tough things like cables, or don't worry about it. It's a great beginner lace pattern. And she has it for sale in her Ravelry shop, and I will link that below. Let me write all this down so I do not forget, okay? So, whips, we're doing Crystal and her Ravelry. Okay. Now, the other thing I'm working on, which I'm super proud of, is every month, Erin at Crafting Kitty does her creator spotlight, and I've gotten really, really excited about it every month. I even won something one month. I won one of her shawls. She makes a project from the creator she picks, and she has been doing shawls, but this month she's doing a bag. This month it's cinnamon stitches, Jennifer, and I have, ever since Jennifer did the Premier Fruits yarn watermelon bag, I've wanted to do it. I bought the watermelon yarn. It's been sitting there. I wanted to make it, but I wanted to make the knit one. So I went on, as soon as I knew she was the creator, you know, well, a week into the month, I'm like, oh, I better get started. I went on her page, I went under tutorials, I looked and I looked, there's she made a crochet version tutorial. There's no knit version tutorial. She never made a knit version tutorial. And my face went, yes, this is my sad face. Kind of looks like a bulldog chewing on his top teeth. But, hold on. Yeah, okay. I hope y'all got a good laugh. Anyway, so I still wanted to make the knit version. So I went back to the video where she described how she made it. Because you can make anything inspired by what they made. I listened to what she said about how she made it. And I went, oh dear Lord, here we go. And I did what I thought was exactly what she did. So I looked up the circular cast on, which is called the pinhole cast on. I think I did pretty good. It's invisible. And then she said she increased just like in crochet until she got a single piece of watermelon. So I stopped increasing after the green. Now, here's the difference. In crochet, you would then go in the back loop to make that rib, you know, on a basket or a bag, and then go straight up. You wouldn't increase anymore. Well, I crocheted in the back loop for a little, or knit in the back loop for a little, see if it would make a rib. It kind of made it invisible instead of making it a rib. It did the opposite. So I took out those stitches and just decided I would just knit without increasing. And I'm kind of getting this, a giant jellyfish. Now I'm hoping once it's off the circular needles, it will make the bag shape. I can tell it wants to make a bag shape. You know, it's rippling. So it wants to go up. It wants to do it. It will be bag shaped. It's drawstring bag, so this will make a lovely drawstring bag. But I don't like not having the definition on the bottom. You know, that little rib. It's okay. It's my OCD. But it is definitely a watermelon. I love this. I have 2 of them too. So I can make another one, and if I find a way, if there is a way to make that rib, someone who's a more experienced knitter maybe who can tell me, maybe I didn't do it the right way of knitting in the back loop, or Maybe there's a twisty way. Maybe purling would have done it. I don't know. But so I'm just knitting along, knitting along, and then she said she knit 2 together to make the holes to put her drawstring through, and she should have yarned over and knit 2 together to make the holes more pronounced. And I'm actually going to look it up about how to make a hole in your yarn or your knitting, because I am kind of making my own thing here. I mean, it's based on hers, but I'm kind of creating my own thing because it's coming out of my brain, because I may have increased a different number than her. I am keeping track of how many rows I increased and all that stuff. I'm writing it down. Does that make it mine? I don't know if that makes mine. I'm not trying to take it from her. I'm just keeping it for my own self. I'm not intending to do anything with it. I just want to keep it so I can recreate it if I want to. But I'm going to look it up so I get the right kind of holes I want. That's why I'm asking and why I'm saying I'm looking it up. But it feels like I'm creating something. Do you know what I mean? Let me know. But so, I'm very proud of this. I know the yarn's doing the work, but I'm really excited about having looked up a new cast on, creating a bag from basic instructions. Just, oh well, I did this cast on and then I just kind of increased like crochet and then I did this, and getting an item from those basic things when I'm still what I consider a basic knitter. So, I mean, I am a basic knitter, but I can follow instructions. That's why I can do the lace and stuff. But as far as knowing stitches and stuff off the top of my head, no, I do not. I don't know most of it off the top of my head, terminology or anything like that. I have to look most of it up, so I consider myself basic. But yeah, so those are my 2 projects. I yammered on for 13 minutes. Yeah, but tell me what you're working on. I always love to know, and you are always more than welcome to send me pictures of your projects. I love that. I will put my email in the oh, it won't shut. In the description box. And, yeah, let me know. And shine bright like the stars you are. And I hope it's warm where you are and you get to be outside for some of the day. All right. Love you. Bye. Hi guys, so I'm just adding this on to the end of my whips video. Yeah, I started another whip last night. So I can't just have one entry into Crafting Kitty's Creator Spotlight. So I started another Jennifer project from Cinnamon Stitches. So I went on and looked at her projects and under her tutorials, and of course I picked a shawl because, yeah, easy make, right? Yeah. So I'm doing the Phoenix shawl. I had some big cakes laying around. This one's called Honey Glazed, and there we go so far. Yep. And that's it. And we'll talk to you later.